First of all, Thomas, Destiny, thank you for sitting down with me this morning. If you could, first of all, walk me back through before you even left to go to the festival.
So we stay here in Jacksonville. So we got up really early, like around 5 o'clock, and got all the kids together, and we got ready to get on the road. So we got there. I think we got there maybe like around 7:51 to get on the 8 o'clock boat.
Right.
So once we got there, we parked and everything, and got on a trolley because it was so packed with the vendors that we couldn't actually go to the dock and park. We had to go to the overflow. So once we did that, we met up with some family, got off the little trolley, and then we told them that we are descendants, because I'm a descendant from Sapelo Island, and so I have my grandmother is originally from Sapelo, and so we went ahead and got on the boat to go to Sapelo. And so we got there, and then we went to my aunt's house. She had cooked, just to show them around, because my kids' first time and then Tommy's first time. Just to show them around and just show them like our land and then like what we had there and stuff like that. And then we went to the festival.
So this is something that you and your family do annually?
Yes.
And so you get to the festival, you guys have a great day. How long had you guys been out there before you left?
We got there by 9 o'clock. We didn't leave. I think it was like after 2. We was there for a while, like a while. My uncle, he has a candle business, so he had set up to be a vendor. So we were all like helping him and stuff with that, like selling candles. So we were there like the whole time because the festival was over at 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So as a family event, everybody's having a great time.
Yes.
You guys are leaving about 3. Walk me back through. Did you get on? Was it a trolley or what did you get on to get back?
When we got back, we had to get on the bus.
Okay.
They had a bus that came and picked us up, so we all got on there. And it was so funny because on the way to the dock, the kids was laughing because it was bumpy, and we had the kids all in the same seat together. They was laughing, just having a good time, and we were all like, "Oh, they are so silly." Every bump, they laughing loud. Everybody on the bus, I'm like, they like, "Oh Lord, the kids." So we get there, and it was a little windy, and so normally Thomas carries Zuri wherever we go. I'm like, Zuri, she a little heavy for me, so I'm like, get her. I'll get everything else, like get the car seat. But I was like, no, I'm gonna just hold on to her. You get the car seat and the stroller because we gotta walk or whatever. And the kids, we were all waiting, and then just waiting for the boat to actually get to the dock. And it got there, and so I told the kids, I said, my oldest daughter and my little cousin, told my daughter, I said, hang on to Thomas's jacket. I said, and do not let it go. I said, I'm behind you. I said, but don't let it go. Just walk. And so we're walking, and all I know is like, I just heard like a noise, and I just felt me and Zuri sliding, and I lost her. Somebody's on top of her. And I realized, I'm like, my baby, because I had her on my chest, I'm like, Zuri is gone. And I seen her, and I was able to pull her by her arm up. And we just fell into the water. And the diaper bag kept me afloat. But when I looked down, I'm like, Zuri is head down in the water, like she's underwater. So all I could do was like pull her up by her arm and get her like the side of her like this on the side and hold her up, like straight up in the air. And I was able to take this arm and just doggy paddle to the side and hold on. And while I'm holding on, I'm holding her still with my other arm, screaming. I'm calling him. I'm like calling my cousin Veronica. I'm like, babe, I'm like, get Zuri, please, y'all, get Zuri. Somebody get Zuri. I'm like, I'm getting weak because the current was very strong. I'm like, I'm getting weak. I'm going to drop her in the water. And a man, he was in the Navy. He was on a pole. And he got Zuri, but he was like, wait, like I think he was trying to get steady on the pole, and he was able to get her. And then my cousin Veronica got Zuri from him, and then Thomas, he came and got me with a water hose. Him and another man, they was like grabbed the water hose, and they was able to pull me up. And Zuri, when we got her out the water, she was limp, like completely, like head was over. Like I didn't think she had made it. And so they get her, she's in the inside. So I'm screaming finally because I had fell, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired and getting out of the water. So I'm just laying on the dock. So I'm like, okay, where is Dior? I'm like, hold on, because I'm finna go back. Like, where is my other daughter?
That's your 6-year-old?
Yes, my oldest daughter. And he's like, no, she's in the inside of the boat. She's good. She's good. She's okay. Like, she made it on. So I'm like, all right, my kid's good. So I'm going in there. I'm screaming for Zuri because she's wet. I'm like, I'm like, who knows CPR? It was a lady. She's like, I know it. So it's like, please just watch over my baby. She was like, we need to get her out of these wet clothes. Everybody that was on the boat, far as visitors, were so helpful. I'm talking about everybody lended jackets, blankets, whatever they had. Like, you just seen people taking off stuff, just trying to keep her warm, get her diaper. And I'm just asking, like, just for help, like, please, because she was going in and out, sleeping. And my goddaddy, I was able to wave him down. He was on a speedboat just trying to help people out the water. And I said, my baby. And he said, what? I said, Zuri. I said, she fell in the water. And he was like, get on the boat now. And me and Thomas jumped on the boat, and they got Zuri on the boat. And a lady that knew CPR, he said, I need her. I really need her to ride on this boat with us in case anything happened. Mm-hmm. And he got us so fast, so fast to that dock. And the EMS was right there to get her, and she was fine. They did her vitals, and she was fine.
So how long were you guys in the water before they were able to get you and Zuri out?
I don't know. It was a minute. It was like, all I could do was just scream, like, please, like, y'all here. I was okay because I was holding on to something. Mm-hmm. I'm like, just get her, because mm-hmm. I'm finna drop her. I'm getting weak. Mm-hmm. Like, I can take my other arm and hold myself up, but get her, like, get the baby. Mm-hmm. You know, y'all worry about me last. Make sure my kids are good. Mm-hmm. That's always how I am. Make sure my kids are good before me. So,
and you can't swim?
No.
So how were you able to stay afloat, you believe?
I think it was the diaper bag. And I just kept, like, doggy paddling my feet, just kept moving my feet because I couldn't feel nothing. It just water, mm-hmm. cold water. It was cold, like, just like, you got to stay up. And they kept calling my name, so I guess that kept me alert, mm-hmm. like, because I'm looking up. All I see is him looking down at me. Mm-hmm. And that's, like, one of the worst feelings, like, I'm in the water. Like, you realize when I look behind me as I'm in the water after they got Zuri, and I just see my mama on the other side, like, running back and forth, screaming. And I'm like, I'm in the water. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm really, like, this not a dream. Like, I'm really in the water. It felt like a dream. Like, it's like a bad dream. But I'm like, this is real.
Mm-hmm. What did you see while you were in the water? You were telling me that after it collapsed, what did you saw other people? What did you see?
Just people floating away. That's all you seen was people just floating, like, getting further. People just screaming, like, this horrible. Mm-hmm. Just bodies started washing up. It was horrible. Like, people screaming for their family members. We were screaming for, like, the ones that my family that was behind me that I knew had fell in, like, just trying to locate them. Mm-hmm. It was just horrible. Like, you just really trying to locate your people and just know that everybody is okay. Mm-hmm. But you can't find them because you see people just floating off. Like, I mean, yeah, some people did have life jackets, but other people were just trying to get to where they could just stay afloat. Mm-hmm. So it was just horrifying. Mm-hmm. Like,
when you saw this, do you remember? Can you recall what was going through your mind?
No, I just knew to get Zuri. Where's Dior and Zuri? Mm-hmm. Like, get my kids. Like, I wasn't worried about nothing else but get my kids.
So, Thomas, from your perspective, from your vantage point, the gangway, as they call it, collapsed. You see Destiny and your daughter in the water. Give me, from your point of view, walk me through what you saw, what you were feeling.
So when I was on front, they was behind me. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, we was about to go home, we was tired, just thinking I'm going home, take a nap, get that to the dock so we get our car. And, I heard the sound, heard the buckle. And then I just heard, because I had a stroller and I had the car seat. Mm-hmm. So and I heard the buckle. I jumped over to the dock and I landed both of them. I just dropped it. And I looked back and I see people in the water. And the first thing in my mind was, the kids, Destiny. Mm-hmm. I look down, I see them. And I'm like, Destiny, I'm yelling, Destiny, Zuri, Destiny, I'm gonna get y'all. And then that's when I went back in to see if, her other daughter was in there. And then her other daughter was on the boat and her cousin was on the boat too. So I went back. I'm doing everything I can to get both of them out of there. So my man came and got Zuri out of the water. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I worked on Destiny, put a water hose down me. His other man, I think he was like in the Navy, he worked some, he did some time in the service. And then we put it down there and we got her out. So, she hold on to it. And then that's when she got like a little close. I just picked her up and put her down and ride on to the dock.
So you threw a water hose out, you were able to grab it. Mm-hmm. And so you just, you reeled the water hose.
Yeah, reeled it in so I got it close so I could pick her up and bring her on.
Yeah. As this was going on, What were you thinking? Did you even have time to think?
I didn't have time to think. It was no motion. I just was trying to get them out. I ain't have time to think. I didn't, I seen everybody else in the water trying to get them safe, all that. There was, everybody was running back and forth on the other dock, previous going on to the other dock, trying to get onto the boat. And I was looking, I was like, I gotta do what I can. I thought about jumping in the water. I said, nah. I said, because they're right here, I can get them. There's no need for me to jump in the water. I can get them from right here. So that's what I did.
As a new father, seeing your kid, your girlfriend out in the water, helpless, what was it like?
The worst thing. That was the worst day of my life. Like I said, we just had her in July, and to see her in the water, head under the water, it was devastating. I ain't never seen nothing like that before, and we went through so much, with her, pregnancy and stuff like that. So it was a lot for me.
And Destiny, you said everybody that was with you, family, they're all okay.
Yes, it was a miracle. Because that was my first thing. When he was able to get to the hospital, after we got to the hospital, he walked in, I said, just please tell me everybody is accounted for. And he was like, I don't know, because I was with you on the speedboat. So I was like, please just call somebody. I need to know everybody is good. He called and they was like, everybody is good. Are y'all good? I'm like, we good. I'm like, her chest x-ray came back perfect. Like, no water. You couldn't even tell she was in the water. Like, she was fine, just regulating her temperature. And that was easy to just put her in the temperature bin to keep her. But it was literally a miracle. Like, just truly blessed to still be here.
What injuries did you suffer?
I have a possible patella fracture. They don't know if it's actually broken for sure, so I do have to follow up with that. Yeah.
I know. I know how much you love your children. That's obvious. Now that this has passed, Saturday, I mean, you had a few days to think about it. When you hold her now, do you have a different perspective?
Yes. I'm just like, and it's crazy because I always tell him, I'm like, as long as our kids good, we good. We could do without, like, with anything, even though we don't. But he know that's my biggest thing. The kids good. We got to focus on these kids. We got to go to work and grind for these kids, wake up every day and make sure our kids good. So it was just like, to know that my kids are good, this knee, this soreness, I can get over that. We can get past that. But to know that both of my kids are alive and healthy and we made it out, that was just one of the greatest feelings. And just to know me being able to keep my baby and get her out of the water and just keep her up out of the water, just probably saved her life, not to let her go. And I was getting weak. It made me realize, like, you could really do, like, women are superheroes, like super women. Like, you can really do a lot, like, when you in a moment like that, because I don't know how to swim. So you would have thought that I would have went over and panicked, but I couldn't. I'm like, I can't panic. If I panic, I know I'm going to go under. So my mind was just, like, focused on the kids.
Yeah. And before we started the cameras, you were saying you had Dior go with Thomas because she lagged behind. Explain how that critical decision was so critical in that moment.
Right, because anytime we go to the store, just leaving from the house, she'll be up with us now. Because we'll push the, Zuri in the stroller. She'll be up with us, but every day it's some kind of way Dior is behind. I'm like, baby, you got to stay up because anything can happen. Somebody can snatch you up or, just anything. I'm like, baby, you got to stay up. We need to be able to see you. And because it was so many people and we were trying to all load, I'm like, I don't want us to get, torn apart. So I'm like, no, you need to hang on to Tommy's shirt. And I need to see y'all in front of me. And that way I know if y'all slow down, y'all in front of me, I can say, hey, Dior, speed on up. And that's literally what I told her, though, as we was walking. I said, Dior, I said, speed up some. I said, your daddy move. I said, speed up some. And I'm glad I told her to speed up some and hang on because that saved her life. There's no way I would have been able to get both of them. Like, there's no way I would have been able to hold both of them up. Yeah, and myself.
Thomas, you, from your perspective, having gone through this, having seen, knowing that Destiny's okay, Dior's okay, Zuri's okay, being a new dad, how has it changed your perspective? Now being able to hold your baby and everybody's fine for the most part.
I just feel like it's a miracle. I just feel like we're blessed, truly blessed. We always said Zuri was special, and we just seen it now. We just witnessed it. So to see that, and just change my perspective, just like I just said when Zuri came in to his world, man. Like I said, I was so hard body. Now I'm like, I've just been soft. I always get emotional when I think about her, even at work and everything like that. So to see that, you know, I couldn't stop crying like when I got her out, when we got her out. So it's just, yeah, I don't know.
Destiny, I know you have the injury with your knee. Psychologically, how have you been doing? Or do you have flashbacks?
Yeah, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Like, it's so bad. Like, at night, I'm like, he be like, let's turn the light off. I'm like, no. Like, I cannot sleep. Like, my body is so tired. Like, I go to sleep, but I don't know that I'm asleep. You know, like, you just go to sleep. Like, I have to be on my phone until I fall asleep. He be like, let's turn it on. I'm like, I can't. Like, I need that. I just need, you know, like, he's scary. Like, I'd ask him, like, I'm here for real? Like, we alive for real? Because at first I'm like, I made it? Like, I couldn't believe I was actually here. Like, I was asking everybody, like, we here? Like, it's just a different feeling. Like, to know that you was actually in the water, like an ocean like that, and it's different. Like, mentally it's different, yeah.
Thomas, what are you doing to try to help her navigate through this process?
I just, you know, we stay up. I mean, we do things. We, you know, try to watch TV, try to watch shows, like her shows and stuff like that. We did that last night. Just talk to her, stay up with her. Even though I be tired, you know, I just try to stay up with her. You know, she'll, you know, wake me up and I, you know, we'll stay up, you know, just talk in the room, just lay in the bed and, you know, we just look at Zuri, just make sure that's my main. Now I be looking at Zuri like, man, I'm glad, you know, that y'all still here because it's like, you know, I didn't want to lose y'all. You know, it was devastating just seeing. I still picture my head, you know, still now. So it's like, I'm just happy that they, you know, they're here. And I always look at them, I just stare at them and I was just like, I'm just happy you're here. You know, like staring at them, I'm just, you know, you're here. You know, and I didn't want to come back to Jacksonville without y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy that they're here still.
Because I'm sure you feel like literally your life flashed before you.
Because it's like, I don't even know how I was able to even, like, when we got trampled, I don't even know how I was able to pull her up from under somebody. I thought she was gone when she got trampled because all I seen was somebody on top of her. And I'm just like, all I could say was my baby. And it's just like, I don't know how to swim. So it's like, the thought of you not knowing how to swim and you in the ocean, this is not a pool. We're in the ocean. This is a whole nother ball game. Like, I'm in water. Like, I see people looking down at me screaming. It's like, it's crazy. It's the most horrifying thing I ever experienced in my life.
For those people who lost their loved ones on that day, because we know that 7 people died, is there anything that you want to say, want to say
like,
to them?
My heart really goes out to them, you know, being that the fact that we went over there to have a good time. I never would have thought this would have happened. And one of the ladies we were actually talking to, she was a sweet lady. And like when we seen it, because she actually told us, you know, her name, that she didn't make it. We was just like crying, you know, for me to make it and see people who didn't make it is like really, it's different. Like, I'm blessed to be here, but like I told myself, I just wish everybody would have made it. But,
Man, so you're, and I'm not gonna get too deep in your medical stuff, but you're going to the doctor today, and is Zuri, is she okay?
yeah, she's okay, yeah.
I can tell she's smiling and young and a happy baby.
Yeah, Zuri is healthy and she's fine and she haven't stopped acting like herself. She's been Zuri how she was before. So
Beautiful baby.
Thank you.
Thomas, being a girl dad, the girls do it to you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I've been saying that. All that tough, it's been flying. It been going away, man. I've been soft. Like I said, I'm on soft dad era. Like I'm just soft now. Like I be so emotional now. Like I never felt this way before. Like you know, I'm just so emotional about things, especially with her. Just seeing her, you know, now that she's in daycare and stuff now. Man, when we dropped off, man, I cried all the way to work. Cried taking her older daughter to work. Right. I mean, to her school and stuff like that. So, yeah, man.
Destiny, one other quick question. With this happening, is it difficult for you now to not have her in your presence, knowing?
Yeah. I'm like, I need to see all of y'all. And I had, last night, Dior went to bed and I was, Dior, come back out. I need to tell you I love you. You know, because it's just like, now it's like, anything can happen. When people say like anything can happen, anything could happen. I'm like, I need to let my kids need to always know that I love them. And I always tell them like, Mama always got y'all. I tell her that now. Like when she first got here, I'm like, Mama always got you, Zuri. She be whining, I'm here, I'm always here, you okay? And I'm like that with Dior too. They get upset, I'm like, I'm here, it's okay, Mama not going nowhere, I'm here. And so I just always try to keep my kids to know like, Mama gonna always be here. Like, we gonna always be here for y'all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you know the individual who was on the pole who grabbed Zuri?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I did, because I would love to thank him. Of course, Thomas, my goddaddy, he's J.R. Grosvenor. He got us on the speedboat. It was a lady that knew CPR. She held Zuri for me. She actually rode on the speedboat with us in case she needed CPR until we got to the other dock. It was a bunch of like just help, and I don't know these people. So that's how you know like it's really good people in this world that just truly care about people. Like nobody didn't have to help me, you know, they could have been focused on their loved ones, but everybody was just so helpful, and I'm just truly grateful for that. Yeah.
While we don't know who the man is who got Zuri out of the water, I'm sure he's on our first coast. If there's anything you want to say to him, what do you want to say?
I just really want to say thank you. Like, thank you. I can't say stop saying thank you, because he was there. And then Veronica Matthews, for her to be able to get Zuri from him, because he was on a pole, like the pole was in the water. He was on a pole, and for her to be able to reach and get Zuri from him and to just take her and keep her, you know, warm and safe and take her in the boat while I'm still getting out, it was just like, I thank you. Like I just couldn't stop saying thank you, thank you, thank you, you know, because you didn't have to do that. He didn't, because he basically risked his life, you know, trying to get her out the water, you know, trying to get her from me. He risking his life. So I'm truly grateful. Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. Again, I'm glad y'all all right. I really appreciate y'all sitting down and talking to us. And Zuri, I see you smiling at me. Oh, pretty self. I'm glad you're okay. You got something you want to say? You want to say something? Huh?
You want to say something?
You want to say something? Now you're shy. You were talking before. Now you're going to get shy on me. Y'all got a beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
And I'm thankful, you know, honestly, that y'all made it out all right.
Yeah.
And as we all know, we say it all the time, but it's as cliche, can't take life for granted, can't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
But literally an incident like this really makes you realize within a split second, everything can change.
Yeah, everything,
Yes.
yeah.